Hey, how you doing everyone? Bada Bing here, thank you for joining me today. Disclaimer for the YouTube staff. The content within this video is of toy gun replicas. They are no more dangerous than the threat of tooth decay from the Toblerone you can see here. This is not real. What is real, however, is my fear of wasting a good wad of cash on yet another airsoft gun that cannot perform the most basic functions. I hesitated a lot with this purchasing decision because I didn't want to make the same mistake twice.
He chose poorly.
The HK416A5 by VFC. Our relationship ended roughly 6 years ago due to a difference of opinion. I felt that it should have worked properly out of the box, and the A5 had other ideas. So we ended up parting ways following its review and subsequent versus videos alongside the GHK and TM M4s. If you watched those rather outdated videos, you will know that the main problem which led to my abandonment of the VFC 416 platform was its inability to lock back the bolt on empty. That was the version 2. Now it's 2024 and the version 3 has been out for a while at this point. 6 years later, and it's time to give the A5 a shot at redemption. Here's the latest batch to be released to the UK, and I just received it. It is every bit as beautiful as I remember, right up until you get close enough to see the glittery receiver finish and the horrendous Umarex markings. So externally, nothing different from before. I'd like to see if the receiver finish is just as weak by bolting on and bolting off optics to see how quickly it fades, but before all of that, I need to test the bolt lock, because the fate of this rifle hangs in the balance. Or I should say, its future within my possession hangs in the balance. I've got a fully gassed magazine in here, and it is empty of BBs, so demonstrate that by manually pulling back the bolt, and it locks back as it should. Perfect. That's exactly what my previous Gen 2 was able to do, but it still wouldn't lock back empty. So anyway, let's drop the bolt and see if it locks back. So let's do this. Okay, locked back empty, great. Try again.
But you can't do this to me. You know how much I sacrificed?
No. No. Yes. Yes. No. 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 You can see it dragging there on the bolt catch. It's slowing down the bolt, so it's trying to lock back, so it's still fast. But I take my finger off the bolt catch. See? It's just not working. So I had a couple of successful lockbacks, and that's great. Okay, that demonstrates at least the mechanics basically work. But is it going to work after the last BB of that magazine is left? I don't think so. It should be locking back every single time in a row. It should do that, but it doesn't. So if it's doing that after the second and third shot, it's not going to be locking the bolt back once the 30th round has left the magazine. So really, while it is positively locking back at the very beginning of the magazine, it's just not doing it for any of the rest of the shots. So really, it's failed. It's still not 100%, and that is extremely crushing. So disappointed with this rifle. Various other aspects of it, like the dust cover. Yeah, that's doing a lot better than the last version. Wobbly barrel is a thing of the past. I'm just flexing it at this point, but it's not wobbling like before. So really, it is just, yeah, It really is just a bolt lock that isn't 100%. Oh yeah, it's 100%, yeah, good bolt lock, buy it. No, it still doesn't work properly. For comparison's sake, Vipertech HK416. I ran out of tape. So the issue seems to be a common theme with VFCs I've owned. My M17 refuses to lock back as well, even in the summer. The slide catch is merely just there for show, and it's exactly the same thing with the 416A5. The fact that we're here 6 years into the future, and we're still having these problems. 2024, and it's acting like a WE tech, and that makes me want to throw this rifle away in a fit of primal rage. I've seen plenty of feedback from people claiming it's functional now, but that's not the case with this one. I cannot be the only one, right? Unless I'm just that unlucky. I know people would highly recommend using the grey Stanag magazines instead, as the 416 pattern and VMags are said to be poor examples of this platform's true potential, and that may be true. I, on the other hand, am adamant that regardless of whatever VFC AR magazines you use, I expect it to perform 100%, and it is ridiculous that one magazine here is more superior than this magazine over here. Again, that statement might hold gas, however it is nonsense and completely unacceptable. I could so easily keep this rifle and perform those easy tweaks in order to make it work, but I should not have to. Not again, I did this 6 years ago. Therefore, I am not. It's not my job to fix them. Now, if we're talking about those crazy OnlyFans models that will blow your mind and boil your bunny, well, in that scenario, I'm a little more inclined to help, but a toy, fresh off the assembly line? Nah, not my job. I know no one got that bunny boiling reference, apart from that one individual, so segue goes out to that one legend. I'll see you in the comment section. For a GBBR that retails for $550 to well over £600 in places, all aspects must function without exception, and as a community we should not be accepting these flaws and patch up the problem ourselves, so this one is going back to the shop. As much as it aggravates me, because I really do like this platform, and would have loved to have updated those old videos over the next year, unfortunately that's not going to happen. But hey, at least they stabilised the barrel and the dust cover clips into place now, so that's good. If it didn't have this dark shadow surrounding it, this would have been a killer gas blowback rifle. You've done some good work over the last few years, VFC. Be careful, old boy. People are beginning to consider you a top tier brand now, so don't fuck it up. Be more consistent. I'm sorry to all of you that plans for a new series of Chapter 2 videos have been discontinued. What do you think? Third time lucky? Should I buy another one? Thanks for watching the video everyone, and thank you for all the support. If you'd like to help out my little channel, you know what to do. Like, share and subscribe. Also, tune into my social media accounts for regular posts. Take care of yourselves, my friends.